So, from which part of LA you are and what is happening right now?
So we are located in central Los Angeles in a city of Glendale. Luckily, we were spared from fires, but yesterday morning we received alert. It's like on our phone that we need to evacuate because the fire was actually very close. The neighboring city Altadena is like very much devastated. Many of the houses are gone, and not only houses but also businesses too. So the fire is actually in the city. It was not like a forest fire or like a wood fire. So it was literally everything was happening in the city, and churches were on fire, like businesses, apartment buildings. It's almost like it was very hellish kind of a vision, very scary. So we stayed at home as long as we could because of the toxic air. The wind was blowing like almost like a tornado. It was so harsh, and I could really feel my building almost like shaking from the winds.
Oh my
So
God.
because of those winds, the fire spread very quickly, almost like instantaneously. There was no way there was a control to control the fire. It was absolutely disturbing to see, and of course, the Pacific Palisade and Malibu area really, suffered tremendously too. A lot of like celebrities and movie stars, they all lost their houses, like including Jamie Lee Curtis, Billy Crystal, Paris Hilton. They lost their mansions, houses, and it's absolutely devastating because neighborhoods are gone, like blocks and blocks of buildings, and it's just I've never seen anything like that. I mean, there was a fire about 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Malibu again, once again suffered, but this time I think this is very historical fire. And it's interestingly because of the wind. It's sparking in various different places throughout Los Angeles. So, and then I've become like very suspicious. Maybe somebody's setting fires because it's just really strange. The fires are actually happening really far apart from each other. So, Central Hollywood, all of a sudden, the hills are on fire, and closer to Hollywood Bowl, and a lot of like historical landmarks are endangered because of this fire.
Yes, I
And
heard an information that the government, the rescue, and all other services don't have enough stuff to stop this fire.
Yes, and what we also discovered that in Pacific Palisade, for instance, the fire hydrants didn't have water inside. So, which is really strange. I mean, especially after the fire that we had about 7 years ago, they should have taken care of that problem. And it's just really devastating. Many houses were gone because of the lack of water inside those fire hydrants.
So, what kind of situation is right now in this moment? You said that you need to relocate and you are in your parents' house.
Yes.
What about other people? What is happening? What the government said?
So what's happening? Those who actually lost their houses, there are certain companies connected with Airbnb who are providing housing for a week for free, for no charge, and some individuals actually getting hotel rooms for and in their on social media they're telling everybody just come contact us and we have rooms for you. Our businesses are open, so you can all come and have shelter, and it's really so it's in process because a lot of things actually happening on the go. It's really the fire is still happening. I mean, I can see from my window. It's really the now the colors are like orange, like almost like the orange sun. It's really it's really heartbreaking to see that, and at least the winds stopped. So the winds were were to blame mainly because it was just unstoppable. The wind, I've never seen this type of winds for decades.
And what about news? Are they saying, is there any kind of chance that the fire can be stopped in the next few days or what?
They cannot predict that because it's right now it's very unpredictable because it spreads quickly and it's they're just trying to I think of now the focus is to kind of to stop it as soon as possible before it reaches the city itself. So especially now central Hollywood is in danger, and well, we had fire in Studio City. That's also, it's in the valley, which is really interesting that it's so far apart, and it's almost like it feels like somebody's setting up these fires. It just I don't really understand how this could happen. It's not contained. It's really we have now we have an app, so we're following on the app. It's called Watch Duty, and up close we can actually see what neighborhoods are still in danger. So it's really, so we're following this very quick. Like as you can see, all the red zone is on fire. So it's really, and then if you zoom out, you can see how much of the city is currently suffering right now. It's absolutely devastating. Absolutely devastating.
So please stay safe and thank you very much for your time for this interview.
Of course, Sasha. Thank you. Yeah, much appreciated.